Welcome to TLH Patterns. I am Pradeepa. In this video, I am going to show you how to crochet a filet crochet scarf. This pattern would also be suitable for men. This scarf measures 14 inches wide and I made it 75 inches long. You can make it as long as you want. This pattern is also very easy and suitable for a beginner. For this shawl, I used about 625 to 650 meters of category 3 or light worsted weight yarn and a 5 mm crochet hook. If you want, you can test your gauge. It is 16 double crochets and 8 rows in approximately 4 inches. I also have a chart for this pattern. If you want, you can refer to it. You will be repeating rows 2 to 13. Let's begin the scarf. First, make a slip knot and then work 63 chains. Let's start the first row now. Skip 3 chains from the hook, 1, 2 and 3, and work a double crochet in the 4th chain. Next, work double crochet in the next 11 chains. Okay, now we have to make 6 chain 1 spaces. So chain 1, skip the next chain and work a double crochet in the next chain. We have the first chain 1 space. Similarly, make 5 more. Chain 1, skip next chain and work a double crochet in the next chain. Now we have 6 chain 1 spaces. Then work double crochet in the next 12 stitches. So repeat this one more time. That is 6 chain 1 spaces followed by 12 double crochets. So that's the end of first row. We'll start the next row with a chain 1 space. We have to make all these stitches and the chain 1 spaces slant towards the right. So in the next row we'll start with chain 4. This counts as a double crochet and chain 1. And now skip the next stitch and work a double crochet in the next stitch. This creates a chain 1 space. And then work 12 double crochets. You'll be working double crochet in each of the 10 stitches. Next stitch will be in the chain 1 space, and the last stitch, that's the 12th stitch, will be in the next double crochet. So you have moved the stitches into the first chain 1 space, and then you will work 6 chain 1 spaces, chain 1, work double crochet in the next double crochet. You'll repeat this 4 more times. And for the last chain 1 space, you will make chain 1, skip the next stitch and work double crochet in the next stitch. So similarly, your chain 1 space has also moved forward. And then work double crochet 12 times. Repeat this across. Work the last stitch into the turning 3 chains. So in this row, instead of 12 stitches, you will be finishing the row with 11. At this end, you will be decreasing the number of stitches, and on the other end you will be increasing the number of chain 1 spaces. Row 3, start with 3 chains. This will count as the first stitch, and then work double crochet in rest of the stitches except the last 2. You have 9 stitches. Now chain 1, skip the next stitch and work a double crochet in the next stitch, and then work 5 more chain 1 spaces. You have 1 chain 1 space left from your previous row. So now we'll work 12 stitches. First stitch will come in the chain 1 space, and then 11 more stitches. You have 2 double crochets left from the previous row. Chain 1, skip the next stitch and double crochet in the next stitch, and then work 5 more chain 1 spaces, and then repeat 12 double crochets. You'll end the row with 2 chain 1 spaces. In the next row, we'll have 3 chain 1 spaces at the beginning, and you will have decreased the stitches at the end. So whenever you need to start with the chain 1 space, you will work chain 4 and then work double crochet in the next stitch. This is your second chain 1 space, and you will make 1 more chain 1 space. So you have 3 chain 1 spaces, and then work 12 double crochets. 11th stitch in the chain 1 space, and then the last stitch in the next double crochet, and then make 6 chain 1 spaces. Always pay attention to the direction of the slant, because while you're working on the right side, the slant will be towards the right, and when you're working on the wrong side, it will be towards the left. Similarly, work 3 more rows, that is up to row 7. So in one end you will be increasing the chain 1 spaces, and on the other end you will be decreasing the number of stitches. So here in the 7th row you will have 6 chain 1 spaces at both the ends. Next we'll start row 8. Make 3 chains. This will count as the first stitch. And now on this side we are going to increase the number of stitches. So first work double crochet in the chain 1 space and double crochet in the next double crochet. We have 3 double crochets, and then work 6 chain 1 spaces. Then work 12 double crochets. The 11th one will come in the next chain 1 space. So this is the pattern. You will keep increasing the number of stitches on this end, and moving the chain 1 spaces and the stitches towards the left, and so on the other end you will be decreasing the number of chain 1 spaces. There are 5 chain 1 spaces here, and so in the next row you will make 4 chain 1 spaces, and then according to the direction of your slant you will be moving your chain 1 spaces and the stitches. This is row 9. I have made 4 chain 1 spaces, and now I'll be making 12 double crochet stitches. So continue in this manner. At this end you will be decreasing the number of chain 1 spaces, while at the other end you will be increasing the number of double crochet stitches. So continue in this way up to row 13. Rows 2 to 13 are the rows that need to be repeated as many times as required. You can also refer to the chart that is provided at the beginning of the tutorial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. This is the 13th row. You will be having 12 stitches at the beginning, and on the other side also you will have 12 stitches. After completing the scarf, don't forget to block it. If you like this pattern, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.